Alrighty, so we're going to be putting our switch in for the garbage disposal. We'll come into our box like this. We'll bring it over. We'll hook our switch up over here. We'll slit the end of the wire. Make sure you get all your debris out. Okay, now I'm going to pull this little tab back and bring my jacket back, and certainly that little bit is coming into the box. Okay, so we'll hook our light switch up. Strip with our number 12 hole. I'll loop our ground wire the direction that our screw turns. Around the screw the direction that our screw turns. Close our loop the direction that the screw turns. I hate these green screws. They ruin my Phillips screwdrivers, and when they get ruined, you just go buy another one. You don't frustrate. Okay, so we got our ground wire fastened to the yoke there. And we'll hook our switch loop up. Okay, so we have our enough copper there. Okay, so we got enough copper there. As a matter of fact, it's a little long. Nope, that's just right. So we will just leave it right there. Make sure the insulation's not getting under that pressure plate there. And we'll just tighten it up like that. And we'll do the same with this other wire here. Okay. Here in the country I was born, and up is on and down is off. And if the switch is upside down, it will say no. So we will fold this. We'll just get this ground wire out of the way here. Now when they sheetrock, they're going to unscrew the switch, so I'm going to just fold them in here. I'm not going to screw it down all the way. I'm just going to screw it so that it's held in place until the sheetrock goes up. It's recording. Okay, so right now we're just gonna we're gonna hook this up permanently when the garbage disposal gets put into place and the cabinets are in. But I'm going to put the wires together just to show you where they go and how it would be hooked up. Here in the country I was born in, we use wire nuts to connect our wires. And I'll show you one of each side at the end of the video. Okay, so we have now this will be inside of a box, of course. This green one has a hole in it. You can make a pigtail and go with another piece of wire, but you can do it this way also. And you would twist that together. Now you'd take your black wire from the source. You can go to the red wire here that goes up to the switch. Now you have the white from the power source and the black from the switch. And we'll make a loop the direction our screw turns for the ground wire. And your ground wire goes on the green screw. And you always put it around the screw the direction that the screw turns. This is going to be inside of a box, of course, after it's together, but I'm doing it open because inside the cupboard I can't get the camera in there, so that's why I'm doing it open like this, just so you can see how it's wired. White will go on the neutral side. And the black will go over here on the live side. So this is the outlet that the garbage disposal will be plugged into. And this is how it would be wired. Inside of a box, and the box will be on the wall in behind the garbage disposal. And then this will just be another outlet. And it will be inside this double box here. And this will be mounted after the not this particular box, but an on-the-wall box is what's going to go to the back of the cupboard. So it's going to be a double gang box this size, but it'll be mounted on the wall inside the cupboard. And that one will just hook up by itself. I'm not going to close these loops, I'm just going to put them on here so you can see where they go. I'm not closing that all the way because I have to take it apart. I'm just showing you what's going to be in the double box. And when you strip your wires for these twist lock connections, you want to make sure it's not too long and it's not too short. And you don't want to get the insulation pinched under the pressure plate. this outlet is on one circuit and the other outlet is on the other circuit. So again, you hold it up to the pressure plate, make sure it's long enough, stick it in the hole. So this would be the wiring you would see inside the box that's going to be inside the cabinet. But I just wired it open like this so you can see the wire placement. Alrighty, so that is how to do electrical wiring here in the country I was born in. We use a 12-2 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 10 American wire gauge on 30 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, bare the green is the ground, and also red and blue are live colors. And we connect our wires with wire nuts. So I'll show you the wide variety of wire nuts that we use. They're color coded by different sizes. On the wire Romex we use, the outer jacket is yellow for 12 American wire gauge, the outer jacket is orange for 10 American wire gauge, and the outer jacket is white for 14 American wire gauge. And that'll be 14 and 12 is what you use for like your lighting and outlets. 14 will be on a 15 amp breaker and the 12 will be on a 20 amp breaker. So now I'll show you the multiple sizes of wire nuts that we use. So there, the blue one is the biggest, the red is smaller, and the green with the hole is for the ground wires with the hole in the top, so you don't have to make the pigtail. The tan is the next one smaller, then the yellow is slightly smaller, and the orange is the smallest one. There's a smaller blue and gray one, and those will be used for like replacing fluorescent light ballasts.